Hello children, hope you have solved exercise 10.1. In that you have to find out the front view, side view and top view. So now today we will see mapping space around us. Means how to map any object or any place. So you have been dealing with maps since you were in primary classes. In geography, you have been asked to locate a particular state, particular river, a mountain, etc. Means you have studied in geography and you have seen map on one page. Suppose you have seen the map of Maharashtra. In Maharashtra, there are number of states, and in which state there are number of types of crops. In which state which crop is very famous or produced in large quantity, you might have been counted it. And you have seen also the word map also, and map of India. In that you have seen that we live in which state, or there are number of types of state, like that. In history also, you might have been asked to locate a particular place where some event had occurred long back. You have traced routes of rivers, roads, railway lines, traders and many others. How do we read maps? What can we conclude and understand while reading a map? What information does a map have and what it does not have? Is it any different from a picture? In this section we will try to find out answer to some of these questions. Look at the map of a house where a picture is given alongside. Now look, this is one house and here is the map of that picture house. Here is a map. Suppose you are watching here, or you can see here is a entrance. So like that you match it. Here is a line and here is also a line, just like we have seen that the top view, front view and side view. Here is no need to draw a whole views, only a single line. Here is entrance and here is also entrance. So this distance and this distance is same. After that here is a one road. So this is one road, and this side also a road, this side is also a space or a road. After that you will see here is also some space. This space is this one, and here is a door. So it is shown by this one door, this symbol. And then after that you are watching here this one also, and here is also door. This one is also door, and inside this room there is one room. Here is one room. From you can go from this side also, and from this side also you can enter here, or using this space you can enter in this room and this room also, or it might be a washroom or wash area, whatever it may be. And here is a tree. So tree symbol is here. So what we conclude from the above this one, when we draw a picture, we attempt to represent reality as it is seen with all its details, whereas a map depicts only the location of an object in relation to other objects. Secondly, different person can give description of picture completely different from one another. Means whenever you want to tell the description, means suppose two persons are watching that house, and two are making a different description, but depending on the position from which they are looking at the house. But this is not true in the case of a map. The map of the house remains the same irrespective of the position of the observer. In other words, perspective is very important. Here the perspective is very important for drawing a picture, but it is not relevant for a map. Now look at the map 10.2, this one, which has been drawn by a 7-year-old Raghav as a route from his house to his school. Means Raghav has made this route from his house to, suppose here is his Raghav's house is here, and he is making like this route, and there is means his sister's school, and here is his school. So he has made this route. Now from this map, from this map, can you tell how far is Raghav's school from his house? Means he has shown here a pond, he has given some dot circles here, here is a square, but and here is some stop. Suppose it is stop, we may consider it like this. Would every circle in the map depicts a round about? We don't know what is it. That round means what it is. Whose school is nearer to the house, Raghav's or sister's house? So we can't understand which is very near from his house. It is very difficult to answer the above question on the basis of the given map. Using this map, we cannot conclude the answers of these questions. Now, the reason is that we don't know if the distance have been drawn properly or whether the circles drawn are roundabouts or represent something else. Now look at the another map, this one. Look at this map. Now drawn by his sister, 10 years old Meena, to show the route from her house to her school. Meena has drawn the map, and she is trying to show the map of from his home to house to school. This map is different from the earlier maps, means both are different maps. Means Meena has used a different symbol for different landmark. Meena has, here is all round, so she has made a different symbols. Secondly, longer line segment have been drawn for a longer distance. Suppose this is the line and these are the lines, so she has made the longer segment. And a shorter line segment have been drawn for a shorter distance. So shorter line, and also she has given some specifications of that symbols. She has drawn the map to a scale. Using scale, she has drawn a map. Now, how far is Raghav's school from his residence? Whose school is nearer to house, Raghav's or Meena's? Which are the important landmark on the route? Thus, we realize that use the certain symbols and mentioning distance has helped us to read the map easily. Observe that the distance shown on the map are proportional to the actual distance on the ground. This is done by considering a proper scale. While drawing or reading a map, one must know to what scale it has to be drawn. Suppose this is a 1/2 kilometer. She has drawn a scale, it is a 1/2 kilometer, and here she has given the what symbol is used for. Means this symbol is used for house, and this one like this symbol is used for shop, this symbol is used for school. Here are two schools. Then this line, this symbol is used for road, and this is used for pond. Suppose here is a one pond, here are some houses, and from her house to this corner that is 1/2 kilometer distance, and from house to from this corner to this corner, that is 1 kilometer distance, and this is 1/4 kilometer, and this school is 1/4 kilometer from here, and from here it is 1/3 kilometer. Means we can conclude that which school is nearer. 1/2 plus 1 means 1.5 kilometer, and 1/4 means 1 3/4, and it is 1/3. So which is very longer or near, we can conclude it that. This is done by considering the proper scale while drawing or reading a map. We must know to what scale it has to be drawn or has been drawn. How much of actual distance is denoted by 1 mm or 1 centimeter in the map. This means that if one draws a map, she has to decide that 1 centimeter of space in that map shows a certain fixed distance. say 1 kilometer or 10 kilometer. This scale can be vary from map to map but not within a map. For distance, look at the map of India alongside the map of Delhi. You will find that when the maps are drawn of same size scales and the distances in the two maps will vary. That is, 1 centimeter of a space in the map of Delhi will represent a smaller distance as compared to the distance in the map of India. The larger is the place, the smaller the size of the map drawn. The greater is the distance represented by 1 centimeter. Thus, we can summarize that a map depicts the location of a particular object place in relation to other object places. Symbols are used to depict the different object places. There is no references or perspective in map. That is, objects that are closer to the observer are shown to be of the same size as those that are further away from. For example, look at the following illustration. Now, this is the very bigger scale map and this is small scale map. Map uses a scale which is fixed for a particular map. It reduces the real distances proportionality to distance on the other. Like this, I think you have you could understand what I taught you. Now you have to solve exercise 10.2 because it is you have to draw this is look at the given map of a city and answer the following. This is the map of a city and you have to give answers on that map, and you have to draw some your classrooms using scale, symbols and different objects. So you try to solve exercise 10.2. If you have any kind of problem, please contact me. Thank you.